Hangout is on there live, and I'm live, and so like, yeah, hold up. I hope I have the right title on here. Anyway, this is like my 6th week of declaring that I want to get into web development, but without JavaScript. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna see what's up with Elm, and I'm just gonna go hard. So that's what I did. I'm learning Elm. I'm getting pretty far, I think. I know maybe 6 months from now, I'm gonna look back at this Nekeza UI solution and say, yeah, I could do a lot better now. But right now, it is what it is. So I've been solving some hard problems. I've been on Stack Overflow. I've been on Slack channel, whatever that thing is called. I don't like Slack. Anyway, so let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. And it says share and present to everybody, I guess. And so Nekeza. All right. So like. How do I launch this? I could probably do this. Come here, come here, come here. So if I say local 8,000, this is Nekeza, and it's, oh yeah, I got Pablo on here too. Anyway, so this is Nekeza, and this is me just hurry up and demoing the latest UI updates that I've made 6 weeks into my declaration of learning web development and learning the Elm programming language, which is a functional programming language. So filtering still works, right? Scott, or I could say Pablo, etc. In addition to that, we could click on Pablo's profile and look at him. He knows WPF. He has topics on that. He knows Xamarin Forms. You know, this is a little filter thing, and we can go to all answers, and we can filter on that as well. Or we can go to all articles. You know, this would represent his blog post, and there's links to his blog post, whatever. Okay. In addition to that, this is just the home page. Now, user can log in, right? Right now, the login and password is test. You sign in, and you're now on the portal, right? This is my attempt at doing the navigation pane right here, right? By default, on the landing page of the portal, you have your links. There's 20 links altogether. And so this looks really familiar right here. You could filter on your links. In addition to the links that you could filter on, you also have your subscriptions, right? The following and your subscribers, right? Following means that, well, these are your subscriptions, meaning that I am following Pablo Rivera, right? And if I could go ahead and click on him, and I get all his links to various categories of content. In addition to that, these are people that are meant to subscribe to me. So these are like my followers, right? If we're on Twitter, or we could just say subscribers. And it's Pablo and Adam, right? So they subscribe to my content, meaning that when Nekeza gets deployed or gets shipped, every time I decide that I want to publish a video on YouTube or a blog post on WordPress, or I just, recorded some podcast show or something like that, they'll get a notification, hey, Scott got some new content out, or Bismarck got some new content out, and then they'll go ahead and check out the content. I'm saying, like, this Nekeza is a game changer. I've never seen anybody do this before. All right, so in addition to people subscribing to me, there's also Browse, right? And it's basically everybody that is on the Nekeza platform except for myself, because why would I want to look at myself as I'm looking for other content providers? All right, so that's the people aspect of Nekeza when it comes to content providers, people that want to follow you, and people that I want to follow, hence receiving notifications of new content. In addition to that, we also have admin settings down here, which I need to figure out how to do a hamburger menu on Elm, because I feel like this right here should really go into like the upper right or upper left hand corner for settings. And that would make me feel better about this proliferation of buttons right? Anyway, so link is link is basically when we don't provide a platform for the content that you have a link for. So what does that mean? A link is when it's not on YouTube, it's not on Stack Overflow, it's not on WordPress, or it's not on any other platform that we plan on building in the future. So it may be .NET Rocks. Well, you can go ahead and say, Scott discusses software craftsmanship, software crafts, I can't spell, craftsmanship, something like that. Then we could say like, some URL /.NET Rocks, whatever. And then the topic is, let's say Elm, right? Like that, unit test, Elm, whatever. So we can select Elm as a topic, and maybe we say WPF as well as a topic. And there's a bug right there. We need to align that. And then the content type is a podcast, all right? And then we could just say add link. And then, hey, look, the link's up here, this button right here, yeah, it just got updated, right? So anyway, that's the link page. Sources is, well, the platforms that we support: WordPress, YouTube, Stack Overflow, and hopefully I would like there to be a Medium or a Vimeo, some other platforms. So these platforms are right here. This is something that I need to create a GitHub issue on, saying that, if we decide to build a mobile app for Nikeza, in addition to this web app, then I don't want to hard code WordPress, YouTube, Vimeo, Medium, Stack Overflow as platforms. I actually want to pull that from the database of the platforms that are supported. So I got to issue that ticket. Anyway, these are the platforms. We call these sources, right? Source is basically the platform and the username that you want to pull the links from. So WordPress, and this isn't actually connected yet. All this is running in isolation. So Nikeza can, in dev mode, Nikeza is running in isolation, meaning that it's not connected to any type of web services, or there's no database. All this is internal. The same library that feeds my unit test is the same library that feeds baby Nikeza, okay? And we can disconnect, and that kills it, or we could add, what was this, WordPress, and say Bizmonger. Come here, Bizmonger. Bizmonger. That's my username for most things, and we can add it, right? So that's sources. Profile is Scott Nimrod, abc.com. Yeah. Well, whatever that was. Yeah. All right. And that's it. And that is pretty much the latest updates. This is the 6th week of my journey of learning Elm as I strengthen the foundation of my functional programming. And yeah, that's it. So
I got a question.
God damn you. All right, what's up, Pablo?
Yeah. I will always have I gave you, what, how much? Like 10 minutes of silence? I mean,
yeah, we're good.
I was paying attention. So here's my question.
Question or comment?
No, question. I just realized I haven't plugged in my good mic, so this is coming through the headphones. When will you do the integration with the WordPress as it is? Because you can run the backend code. No, I just realized something. I need to create the index page that returns all the front end code. I mean the view that returns all the front end code, so that you can start trying, like, integrating with WordPress. And even though the JSON response we're getting from WordPress at this moment is a little bit broken, we can start doing that.
All right. So the short answer is, you're more than welcome or any member of
I'm
Lambda
gonna do that tonight.
Cartel that's building this is more than welcome to get a little bit of this Elm, right? So if you go to the settings.elm file,
Yeah.
this basically is somewhat of a low-level guide to the support that this client side is requiring the server to provide. And so specifically, we look at this runtime, we look at the integration union case. This integration union case is actually going to rely on the services module. Services module is this right here. What is it called? Server.elm. And it's this services.server module that is actually going to have the client requests, or lack of a better term. This is the module, or this is the file that's actually going to be retrieving or interacting with the Nekeza web server, or Nekeza services. And so, for example, if we look at this, my bad, I was going to say, if we look at this, when we're talking about the WordPress, well, do I have anything? Is this agnostic about the platform? This links right here. Right now, the links just says, yeah, so this is the way the client works right now, or this is the way that I think it should work as of right now, is this links is an actual function on the client side that is going to have basically interact with services. And so links is going to be the function that basically is going to call out to the server, say, hey, give me links. This is the profile ID that I have. Profile ID, for example, Bismonger, right? For you, I don't know if it's PR Yellow, whatever the profile ID is, that's what we send over to the other side. The other side says, all right, cool. Bah, 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 bah. And it sends over some links. The link structure is going to have a source property, which represents the platform. Yeah, it's going to have a source property which represents the platform and username. It also has a title, and it has some other things. So to answer your question, as of right now, and this could be changed, everything just the links is the client request that interacts with services. I can't find the right words today.
For the integration. This is like where everything pivots when talking to the backend.
For pulling the links, we also have add link and remove link and stuff. But yeah.
So here's the to do, which is add a view that returns the front end code, the initial HTML, and just so that when you go to the index page or to the front page of Nekeza, to the root of the domain, you get returned the HTML template, and you get all the JavaScript code and all the CSS and everything on your end, and so that it can be how do you say that, used by the browser. And then so basically important distinction, important moment, because now it means that separation of front end and back end in the code base is going to be merged, because if the backend server will start being able to serve the front end code, that means that we'll probably need to move the files. No, I don't know. I think, never mind. I'll check it, but I think it might be doable to serve the files from where they are.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, this is actually a big milestone. You know, getting to the point where this content will be served.
Yeah. What I have to do, hopefully I could demo it next week, is when they're browsing content providers, I'll throw a subscribe button somewhere on here, and also somewhere maybe under here. And then if they're already subscribed, then the unsubscribe button, right?
No, for
And
me, don't put me any unsubscribe button. My profile will not have unsubscribe. No, I'm just kidding. So do you mind if we go through quickly through the design? Because there's an issue that's open that I'm working on it, but I feel that I'm stuck, and that's the join page design, the join button design, all that. Can we talk a little bit about it now that you have that thing running? No, not that one. That one is important, but not that.
Okay, so how do I navigate this? Issues.
Yeah.
So you said that the join button
No, just scroll down
right
a
here,
bit.
now homepage's join section.
Yes.
It looks like something I probably wrote.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
They're assign it to me. So like, here you go. Do that.
Style the homepage's join section so that it screams value. Yeah, that sounds like terminology I would use.
Yes, and something that a client with no design experience would say. Like, make it pop. Make it pop.
All right, so what about it?
So when you say, so now that you have it running and we have a logo, and one of the things is that the logo provides a lot of the design inspiration. The colors, the spacing between the letters means that we can create space between the letters and say, okay, we're going to use white space to convey a certain design theme.
I'm actually okay with this now.
Yeah, like this now? You like it now?
I'm okay with it. I think it's
So
simple. And I mean,
are you going for
believe it
like
or
a
not,
Craigslist minimum? Are you going for like a minimum?
I am. I am. The cartel is open to it, but I mean, yo, I my whole life is all about trying to maintain things, and like I'm at the point now where I'm a wannabe or a born again minimalist, right? And so, like to me, this is fine. I'm probably gonna need your help to redo this whole login thingy.
So I can close that issue.
I say you could close it, yeah.
Well, go ahead and close it because you opened it. Like fixed, just write fixed on the video.
No longer needed. Evolve to being no longer necessary. I can't spell necessary. I'll go up here.
Okay. Close it. Awesome. I closed another issue.
No, I closed it.
Yeah, but I was assigned to it, so it's one. I told you I'm a compulsive issue closer.
Now we got 29. 28. Oh yeah, there's some email notification stuff that I added. I added 2 tickets. One is well, I don't know if we need to talk about this right now, but
yeah, because it might be the video was supposed to be short.
If it exceeds an hour, then I can't edit the video with intro animations and outro animations.
Yeah, all this shit.
It has to be under 60 minutes.
So let's stop right here because I can get that what you need from the context, and I wanna look into the code now and see what's required to start serving the front end code, so that you can actually do .NET run and have the backend serve, the Elm front end. It's just an important milestone. So
it is, man. It's
yeah,
I'm kind of proud of myself.
No, I mean, golf clap all around, right? Like,
oh,
yeah. This is
so
marathon.
we still gotta. It is or triathlon. We still gotta throw up a SQL Server instance. There's opened up an issue about that. So anybody looking at this video, you could check out this GitHub/Nikeza. And yeah, even though this is my channel right here, where I'm doing basically a demo of week-to-week updates of my journey of learning Elm, this isn't the only channel. We also discussed Project Nikeza on the Lambda Cartel channel.
Which doesn't have its own handle.
We're going to add that on Twitter.
FYI, if you're watching this video, please look for that on YouTube for the Lambda Cartel. Subscribe so that we can have our own fancy, URL. And also follow us on Twitter, which is twitter.com/Lambda Cartel. And you'll find the link there.
And let it be known that, and I say this with extreme arrogance, the Lambda Cartel is as far as I know, the first and only open source organization that is so transparent that we open source our design discussions, everything. Everything is on YouTube, period, when we hold sessions. So it's not just code that we share. It's our actual journey of building the platform. And we have a podcast show. We released I'm gonna take you there right now. Am I still sharing my screen? Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. Come here. So where's Lambda Cartel? Lambda.
See, we have here a free advertisement for Simple Programmer. So John Thomas, if you're watching, see where that.
Where is the?
There you go. That's the top.
No, where's the one that we did yesterday?
Just click on the Lambda Cartel.
Oh, I don't know how to use YouTube.
And then
there we go. This one's really good.
Yeah.
So this right here is what we recorded yesterday. We did this yesterday.
No,
Saturday.
No, Sunday morning.
Okay. So this one was a really good one. I actually walked my dog through the park listening to this. Using F# to manage a data store targeting .NET Core. So this was a design.
I haven't converted it to a podcast. I've forgotten.
Oh, I thought you already did it.
Minus 5 points for Gryffindor.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
So that's pretty much it. And
I'm gonna change the title.
Else to say. Change the title. I just updated the title to say F#.
No, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it scream more value.
Okay.
All right. Let's cut it short because I don't want to. This was about Nikeza. I don't want to start with the thunder from your work.
How do I go back to
I gotta say it's really great. I know that a lot of people out there are learning. I'm learning from the process, and I mean it is liberating when you share your process this way because you get rid of all your inhibitions and you can really learn and showcase what your skills actually are. So I feel that people who are really good at things, are the ones who really who set out and showcase their skills. Those who are bad, those are the ones that hide them. If those are good, go out and say, look at me, this is what I can do.
And there's reason behind that because I struggle to convince employers. They try to find a reason not to hire me. So I try to find a reason where they can't deny me. So
that's true.
chip on my
But
shoulder. Call it what you want.
I don't want to go into a podcast episode. So do you mind if I take my role as the usual moderator?
Yeah, sure.
And okay, so this has been an episode of the Progress in Keza with Scott Nimrod and Pablo Rivera. We will see you soon. Goodbye.
Deuces.